Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. And for the better part of a century, the Sooners and Longhorns have defined conferences, national titles, and how regions of the country are perceived based on the outcome of this game. When these two meet, everybody pays attention. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Oklahoma Sooners. The Sooners will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So Texas's return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. Guys, this rivalry has been intense, and over the years, there's always a back and forth with these offenses.
And they live so close near each other in proximity, obviously. They go to the same high schools. They visit the same school, Jesse. This game always means a lot.
Yeah, look, it's Boomer, Sooner, and Hook'em, right? This is one of the best rivalry games in all of college football. There's just always a different energy when these two teams meet.
Man, you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
Second down from the 20, and they just need a yard. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. Gives him a little breathing room. Picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Slips through the line. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. So Oklahoma's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at quarterback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
And the Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side and is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
To the air. It's Manning. He's right on target. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into it.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They move the tight end all over. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This all
quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. They go to the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, and the ball's out on the return. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And for a full year, the Longhorns have had to think about how they just got blown back down I-35 in that game last year, David.
And heard it from their coaches all week long about the beatdown. They talk about how much they got beat by, how they didn't play well, what they're going to do to them again, Jesse. They've heard it plenty.
Well, they've been waiting all year to try and resurrect those demons, guys, but that's the great thing about rivalry games. You're always going to get another opportunity the next year, so I can't wait to see how Texas responds in this one.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Red pass, it's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play, guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do, throwing the ball in Norman.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. It's complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw for it. Pocket starts to collapse. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Longhorns will punt this one away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so we can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. On target. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. Nice job by the defender, just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Sooners! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Coming after him. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the tackler. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And it's been said, football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. So this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Quarterback checking off. Trying to find his man on first down. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year, you know, there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And a good, solid pickup for the defense cuts him down.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Running back searching for a hole. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one, and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback will audible. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He's back to throw on second down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half. Right away, you throw an interception to the defense.
Here comes the Texas offense. Leaves it with the running back. At the 40, there he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. He'll do it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Manning. Get it out on the screen. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. The Longhorns have this offense rolling.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his protection.
Makes the catch and knocked down. No huddle here for the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Hand off from the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Give to the single back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Got his man downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
On third down, he drops the throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
To the air, it's Manning. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. And the Longhorns have moved it inside the 20. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Durham. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's open. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Throwing right. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Looking to move it through the air. With the catch, it's Butler.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Caught near the sticks, it's Butler. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Just ran over it. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Movement here from the tight end. They're getting this guy lathered up. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The cleats will be tested in this driving rain as he tries to kick to win the game. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. This game always brings out the best in both teams, but today, Jesse, Texas' best was a little better.
And this is a win for them that's going to help their recruiting. Coaches are going to get paid for. But most importantly, David, Texas gets bragging rights for another whole year.
A whole year of bragging. And a whole year of telling OU fans, you're not as good as us. You can throw up the hook 'em horns. You can do it with pride. A lot on the line every year in the Red River rivalry.
It may not be a crown, but it's a hat, and it is golden. In this latest edition of the Red River rivalry, it goes to Texas. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Until next time, that'll do it for this edition of EA Sports College Football.